All right. So it's summertime, which means all the football is over. Club World Cup is over, and now it's getting ready for next season. You know what that means? It's ranking season. Okay, it's ranking season going into next year, and who better to make a ranking than Coca-Cola and ranking the men's international teams? Okay. So recently, Coca-Cola FIFA have re-ranked the men's national teams. This was of the 10th of July. Now, the way they rank these teams, I think it's based off some like whack ELO system, which is just horrible in my opinion. So I want to talk about it. All right, so here's the top 10. Argentina, Spain, France, England, Brazil, Portugal, Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, Croatia is the top 10. Now I got some problems with this top 10. Okay, at the end I'm going to show you like my real top 10, but just for some little highlights, I don't think Brazil is fifth. I don't think they're better than Portugal, Netherlands, even Germany for that matter. You'll see. Belgium in eighth, I still think is high. I think they're still riding that wave of that De Bruyne, Hazard, Lukaku, Courtois, like all these players that are aging. And also, there's some other teams further down on this list that I think are just way too high. First up, look, I'm American. The U.S. are not better than Uruguay, Senegal, even Switzerland, even Denmark or Austria. Like, I don't know how we are 15th. I really don't. I don't understand. Even like a Turkey. We just played Turkey and lost. We are not as good as Turkey, and they're 27th. That is probably the most criminally underrated position on this entire thing. I think Turkey are like battling for top 15, if not top 13. Okay, these guys are insane. Another team way too low, Uruguay. Also, I mean, again, below USA. Like, they have one of the best managers in football, let alone national football, and their squad is just like solid from top to bottom. Like, I know people meme on Darwin Nunez, but out of like comparatively to like some other international team strikers, you could do a lot worse. Also, there's another one on here that's, I mean, it's quite a bit further down, but I feel like Panama being 30th is kind of crazy. Like, look at the teams just right beneath them: Wales, Serbia, Norway, Egypt, Russia, Algeria. Are they really going to beat any of those teams? Even Hungary, Costa Rica. Costa Rica have a fight in them, bro. Like, I mean, I'm kind of picking on some low hanging fruit here. Well, I mean, Panama are ranked 30th. Like, what am I gonna do here? All right, it would not be a ranking video if I didn't do a ranking. So I'm gonna do a ranking. I'll try to keep it quick. We'll see what happens. 10th, I got Brazil. New manager. The players are there, but it'll be a question of if the manager, Ancelotti, can really click with these players. Ancelotti, I know he loves his 4-4-2. We'll see if that works out for Brazil. Very, very interesting to watch them. I got them in 10th. Coca-Cola has them in 5th. I'll put the Coca-Cola rankings in brackets on this. Number 9, Uruguay. Yes, I think they're better than Brazil. Yes, I do. I think their manager is better. Do I think individually their players are better? Maybe not. But I think they bleed for it more. You know what I mean? Uruguay, they want it more. Every time I watch Uruguay play, they play like they want to win every game, and it's very fun to watch. Very fun team to watch. Obviously, people joke around about Darwin Nunez, he's terrible. Come on, you could do a lot worse than Darwin Nunez, guys. Let's lay off the gas a little bit. Italy 8th. Now this one, I was hesitant to put this one because I mean a lot of their players very opposite to what I'm thinking about Uruguay actually. Not a lot of heart in these Italian players. Obviously, a lot of them played for Inter. They crashed out Champions League final, crashed out with the Club World Cup. Not a great year for Italian football. Gotta say that. But I haven't seen enough from this Italian team to say that they're cooked. So I don't think they're cooked yet. Maybe if they crash out of the World Cup, then they're cooked. But we'll see. Number 7, I have Netherlands. Coca-Cola agreed with me on this one. Netherlands in 7th. Great team, very solid team. The roster as a whole, I think, is pretty young. Obviously, there are some veterans like a Van Dijk. I would say even De Jong at this point is a veteran, even though he is still relatively young. Maybe not this World Cup. They'll make a shot to the final, but either in the next Euros or the next World Cup, when their young talent starts to mature a little bit, like Xavi Simons, Cody Gakpo, those kind of players, they start to really come into their prime. Watch out for Netherlands. They might be nasty. England in 6th, I think they're overrated just a touch, but I do think this is probably the best England team ever. I mean, like, just look at the roster. Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham, Harry Kane. Like, this is a great team. This is a fantastic team. Interested to see how the manager lines them up and how he decides the squad. Will Pickford stay the England #1? That's a question. It's a good question. We'll see what happens with the new manager. I'm excited to watch them now that Southgate's gone. Number 5, I have Germany. Another manager that I love in Julian Nagelsmann. I love watching Germany play. I think it's just because of how creative they are with Wirtz and Musiala. I know Musiala's hurt right now. I tried to take injuries out of this, but obviously they're worse without Musiala, no question. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, with the Nagelsmann thing, there are some questionable decisions that he has made in terms of the roster. Particularly, he seems to really like Leroy Sané, even though Sané has been, like, really, really bad in a Germany shirt, in my opinion. Okay, in my opinion, he has had some bad performances as of recently in a Germany shirt, okay? I do like Voltemade, though. He's cold. Portugal, number 4, obviously. Horrific situation with Diogo Jota, rest in peace. Man, that news actually, like, it's obviously it shocked everybody, but man, that's just it's yeah. I was thinking about it, was like this kind of thing hasn't happened in like the world of sports. Like a player that was this important and impactful to so many players in so many different teams. It's really like it's just devastating news. It really sucks. Yeah. But this Portugal team is really good. Is really, really good. I think their midfield is actually probably the best in national team football. I mean, their midfield duo was already the best in club football with João Neves and Vitinha, and now they get to do it for the national team. Like, bro, that's just unfair. Argentina in 3rd. Coca-Cola, FIFA have them in 1st. I think they're starting to age a little bit. I want to see how they perform leading up to the World Cup. I want to see how they do against some of the top teams. I want to see how their fitness will do. I know Messi, obviously, he's aging. Can he still lead this Argentina team? Can he still cook? I think he can, but I don't think they're the best team. France in 2nd. Their roster is just so loaded, like crazy loaded. And in my head, I kind of think that the roster is so good, it doesn't matter how they line up or who the manager is, how their tactics are, they're going to get results just because of how good the players are. And I thought this way about Real Madrid last year because their roster was so good, and that proved to be wrong. So that's why I don't have France in 1st. That's why I have Spain in 1st, because Spain have everything. Spain have the tactics. Spain have the players. Specifically, they have the player in Lamine Yamal, who is the best player in the world right now. And they just came off winning the Euros. These guys are crazy. If they are not the favorites to win the World Cup next year, I would be shocked. Like, these guys have to be the favorites to win the World Cup. They are the best team in the world. I think by a long shot. I think they're better, way better than France, way better than Argentina. They're better than all these teams. If the World Cup was played right now, bro, I just don't see Spain losing. And that's my top 10. Spain, number 1, then France, Argentina, Portugal, Germany, England, Netherlands, Italy, Uruguay, then Brazil. That's my top 10. We'll see how it goes. We'll be doing more lists. We'll be there.